This morning, the first big test facing President Biden, who campaigned on promises of unity. The president now inviting a group of Republican senators to the White House this week after they proposed a more targeted COVID relief package. The Republicans' bill is $600 billion, far less than Biden's $1.9 trillion plan, which calls for direct payments of $1,400 to most Americans. Critics say that amount is too generous.
Could have a family with 3 kids making almost $300,000 a year getting a check. And many of these people have had no impact from COVID. In fact, some are doing quite well. Others are struggling. Let's focus on those who are struggling.
The Republican bill calls for $1,000 stimulus checks and would reduce the income eligibility threshold.
Treating our tax dollars as if there are tax dollars, not just money to spend, and putting it where we need to come out of the pandemic.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer already pushing back, telling the New York Daily News, quote, "They should negotiate with us, not make a take it or leave it offer." With a majority in the Senate, Democrats could advance their plan with or without Republican support.
We are in a unique moment of economic crisis, and it's one that calls on all of us to work together with the speed that we need to put a comprehensive response in place.
In the meantime, the deadliest month of the pandemic has come to a close. More than 93,000 U.S. lives lost in January as new concerns emerge about mutations of the virus. The highly contagious variant first discovered in England has now spread to at least 32 states, and studies show the vaccine could be less effective against the South African variant already found in Maryland and South Carolina. Doctors in Israel say a man who previously recovered from the virus has been reinfected with the South African variant. One expert is sounding the alarm about a looming wave of infections here in the U.S.
The fact is that the surge that is likely to occur with this new variant from England is going to happen in the next 6 to 14 weeks. And if we see that happen, which my 45 years in the trenches tell us we will, we are going to see something like we have not seen yet in this country.
The CDC says nearly 50 million doses of COVID vaccines have now been distributed, but only 31 million have been administered.
We still want to get 2 doses in everyone, but I think right now, in advance of this surge, we need to get as many 1 doses in as many people over 65 as we possibly can to reduce the serious illness and deaths that are going to occur over the weeks ahead.
Critics of that idea say there's not enough data on the safety of delaying the second dose. Meanwhile, the U.S. military saving doses after pausing a controversial plan that would have vaccinated prisoners at Guantanamo Bay, including 9/11 mastermind Khalid Sheikh Mohammed.
And tonight, the CDC's new mask mandate will take effect. It requires face coverings on all public transportation. TSA agents will also have the power to enforce this mandate at airports all around the country.